A new report suggesting lawmakers have discussed sending out a fourth stimulus check that is highly focused on the lowest income individuals. Let's get into it and discuss all of the latest details. Hey everyone, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as it's totally free to do so, and this channel is your one and only channel you need to be watching right now as I'm back for you each and every day with all of the latest information hot off the wire as it is being released, and I am very much committed and dedicated to helping you out in any way that I can through these videos, as well as bringing you honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information every single day. So thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe down below, and I promise you, I'll be here for you every single day, no matter what, bringing you all the latest updates and helping you out in any way that I can. All right, let's get into it and talk about this latest report. And apparently lawmakers were actually discussing sending out a fourth stimulus check that would be highly focused on the lowest income individuals. Now, I just came across this report and I want to lay it out for you. Now, apparently these lawmakers have actually talked about sending out a fourth stimulus check that is highly focused on low income individuals, specifically under $40,000 of income. And yes, according to this report, they are saying that it would also include those people living on a fixed income like Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB, as well as anybody else under $40,000 of income. Now, this would also include what it sounds like to be no income individuals as well. Now, here's the thing. According to this report, it did not name specifically any lawmakers. It simply just gave a blanket statement saying lawmakers have discussed a focused fourth stimulus check for those individuals under $40,000 of income. Here's the really interesting part about this. Remember all those letters that I've been writing and sending over to Congress? What have I been saying in those letters? I mean, this is way too weird. I've literally been saying, let's get a fourth stimulus check highly focused on the lowest income individuals who are living on a fixed income like Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, and no income. Do you remember those letters? I've sent out about 5, I think I've sent out 6 of them now, as of my last one just a few days ago. Here's the thing, it's exactly what we've been calling on my letters. Are they maybe reading my letters? I mean, seriously, when I came across this article and this information on this report, I thought, no way, this is way too coincidental. This is pretty interesting right here. Maybe my letters are actually doing something. This is way too cool, right? I mean, again, maybe they're not. Maybe this is just a coincidence. I don't know. It seems kind of weird to me, right? But either way, I was super excited when I came across this. Now, again, I just want to make it very clear. There's nothing written in stone yet. Nothing is passed. Okay, so we have a lot of work ahead of us still in regards to all of this, but still, I wanted to point this out because this is actually cool. If lawmakers are actually talking about this right now, this would be a huge, huge win for many of us who have been advocating for these fourth stimulus checks highly focused on the lowest income individuals. Because as we've said so many times in my videos, the higher income people, realistically, they don't need a stimulus check. We've known this for a very long time now. Higher income people, about $60,000, $75,000 of income, let's be real, they don't need it. There may be a few people out there here and there that do need it. I totally recognize that. But for the vast majority of people, according to the reports that we've seen since about a year and a half ago now, since all these reports have been coming out, we've seen it time and time again. Basically, people earning $75,000 and more don't need additional stimulus checks, right? They basically just take the money and they put it in savings. Well, that's not stimulating anything other than a savings account, right? No, that's not. That kind of defeats the purpose of the stimulus checks. That's why we've been calling on the highly focused fourth stimulus check for those people under $40,000 of income and fixed income beneficiaries. Now, maybe also this is a little bit coincidental, and maybe this report and maybe these lawmakers are talking about it simply based on that new petition that we've been talking about here on the channel a few times here over the last few days, which is from the Senior Citizens League, where they are sending out this petition to members of Congress to ask them to issue a fourth stimulus check in the amount of $1,400 that is highly focused on Social Security, all of these beneficiaries, and seniors. So maybe these lawmakers, again, I don't know who the lawmakers are. All I saw was in this report they said lawmakers. I mean, we could be talking about 2 lawmakers, we could be talking about 100. We have no clue how many they're talking about. They simply just said lawmakers have been considering a fourth stimulus check that is highly focused on individuals under $40,000 of income, including those fixed income beneficiaries. So maybe they just started talking about this because they've heard about this new petition from the Senior Citizens League. Maybe it has something to do with my letters. Maybe it's just them coming up with their own ideas and talking about it and finally recognizing that the lowest income and especially fixed income beneficiaries are the ones who need these fourth stimulus checks. I'm not really sure where all this is coming from, but either way, doesn't really matter where it's coming from. The simple fact is, if we can get lawmakers to start talking about this and recognizing that people need a fourth stimulus check, especially those people who are lower income or fixed income, this is what we need, right? This is where like kind of the money comes down, right? The rubber hits the road. I think that's what the saying is anyway, right? So this is so cool though. There's been so much going on right now. Literally, I continue to come across multiple different articles and information literally every single day. There is so much cooking right now. About halfway through last week, things started to get really, really busy. And pretty much since then, through now, we have been seeing tons of reports coming out, tons of new information. We've been seeing all of these different announcements from lawmakers, very influential people like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Bernie Sanders, Pramila Jayapal, the president. I mean, we've been seeing comments and all of these remarks from all these people. We've been seeing all kinds of different things with these stimulus packages. Maybe it's somebody behind closed doors, maybe somebody of high impact and influence talking about this. Either way, we can only cross our fingers on this as we don't have more details, but this is just what they're talking about. This is so cool. I mean, seriously. Again, I just want to make it very clear. No promises yet, but the simple fact that if lawmakers are actually talking about this and they're actually discussing a fourth stimulus check that is highly focused, that's good. Regardless of where this is coming from, regardless if it's from my letters, regardless if it's from the Senior Citizens League, regardless of where they're getting these ideas, it does not matter. The simple fact is, if they're talking about it, that is a huge win for us, because maybe they're finally recognizing that the lowest income and the fixed income beneficiaries out there actually do need additional support right now, right? So, as we talked about in yesterday's video, you know, these people that have been reaching out to the Senior Citizens League, I've been reading a lot about that lately, and these people are reaching out basically saying, hey, we don't have money to cover our simple bills. We're fearing that we're going to lose our homes because we haven't been able to keep up with our bills. We haven't been able to go to the pharmacy and get all the medications that we need. We don't have enough food on the table at the end of the month. I mean, it is so blatantly obvious what Congress needs to do right now, but yet, are they acting with swift speed with this stuff? It would seem like not, right? Yeah. So anyway, at least we're kind of laying it all out to Congress and letting them know what they need to do right now, even though it seems like they probably have a pretty good idea of what they need to do. So hopefully as they negotiate their way through this next iteration of the stimulus package, as they lower the price tag on this thing and kind of really hone in on what really is needed during this time, as the president has requested them to do, to lower it down to $2 trillion or thereabouts. Hopefully as they do this, they kind of recognize that, hey, let's kind of boil this thing down into what we actually need during this time, and hopefully, just hopefully, that fourth stimulus check that is highly focused for low income and fixed income beneficiaries makes it into the bill. Because here's the thing, as we've talked about in previous videos, it would only cost about $100 billion. That's not that much money, seriously. When it comes to these multi-trillion-dollar packages, $100 billion is not much money at all, right? Like teeny tiny percentage of the total cost of the package. And here's the thing, let's say they come up with a package and it's $2 trillion, and they say, oh, you know, stimulus check isn't in there, but it's $2 trillion. I mean, what's the difference if they just add another 100 billion on there and say, okay, fine, it's 2.1 trillion, and here you go, we've got a stimulus check added into it. Would that be the end of the world? No, it wouldn't be a big deal at all, seriously. Just get it done already, right? So either way, I wanted to bring this to you, lay it all out for you, let you know what's going on. As I told you, I'm very much committed and dedicated to each and every one of you here on the channel, as well as this community as a whole. Like I've said before, this channel is the only one you need to watch right now, as I'm back for you with all of the honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information, as I do hours and hours of research on your behalf every single day. I boil it all down into these short videos and deliver them to you a few times each and every day to let you know what's going on, especially this month right now in October. We know is going to be unbelievably busy, even more busy than it was just this past week, as things are going to continue changing as we get iterations and new proposals coming out for this new package, the new stimulus package, the tamed or the toned down stimulus package, right? All the details on this thing, and it's going to be really, really busy going forward between basically now and the end of the month. It's just a matter of time until we get more good announcements just like this. So cool. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Subscribe down below, share the videos with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some other videos right here on the channel. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next update. I'll see you soon.